I'm going to show you how to make buttons today. The first one is an image like this that will take your students to something like your syllabus. And the second one is going to be buttons with words on it. Now stick around for that second method because it's so easy it almost feels like cheating. I'm going to get into my Math 107 class here. It's actually my sandbox. And I'm going to go to one of my pages here in my modules. I'm going to start with the syllabus. Now I've got my syllabus posted as a link to a document in Google Sheets. But what I want to do is to make this page look much more inviting, and all that's going to take is an image. So we're going to click Edit. And I'm just going to place my cursor here below this link that I have. I'm going to show you how to get that link in there. And let's go ahead and insert an image. So I'm going to insert image, upload image. This one is just in my downloads. So I'm going to click the rocket ship. There's an image that I'm using for the syllabus. And then open. I am going to say that this is a picture of books with the words syllabus spelled in tiles. Okay, and then submit. So I've got my alt text on there as well. Now this is going to show up as a fairly large image and I want to make it much smaller. I'm going to use this array of dots right here. I'm just going to hover on it and then pull and drag this down so I've got a little more room. Let's make that syllabus image smaller. Once I click on it, I get these 4 little corners and they're all blue squares now. If I hover on one of the corners, I can click, hold, and drag to get that to be the size that I want. So I want it just a little bit smaller. Okay, so now for our link. Let me go over to my syllabus. I'm going to get the share link first. This happens to be a Google Doc. So I'm going to go ahead and share. Anyone with link can view and then copy that link. Okay, so back to our page. To get the image to be a link, all I've got to do is to click on the image, and then I'm going to go up here to insert. This time I want to insert a link, and this is an external link. And I'm just going to click there and then paste it in. And I'm going to paste it in with a Control V. If you're on a Mac, it might be a Command V. So I'm going to do a Control V here and then done. Notice how now, let me click off of that image. Now when I click on the image, I am given both link options and image options. Let's go ahead and click Save. And then I want to show you how this works. If I click on the syllabus image, it takes me right to the class syllabus there in Google Docs. Let's get back into Canvas so I can show you the second type of button. Now, the second type of button is the type that I use a lot, and it's just a traditional button with words, but I'm going to show you such a simple, easy way to create this. I'm just going to back up one page here and get to my Getting Help page. Let's go ahead and click Edit. What I want to do is to add links to resources for my students. And you can see that I've already added one here with drop-in office hours for help and questions. Let me just hit Enter after this. I also want to add the link to the web page that gets students to tutoring services with our college. I've got that right here. Let me go ahead and copy the web address. I'm just going to do a Control C. On a Mac, you would do a Command C. Okay, back into Canvas and on our page. I've got my cursor where I want it. Let's go ahead and insert this link. So I'm going to go to my Insert menu, Link. This is an external link. We're going to do a course link next. So let's click on External Link. I want this to say Tutoring Services. And then let's put our link here. I'm going to do a Control V. On a Mac, you would do a Command V and then done. Okay, so we've got office hours, we've got tutoring services. Let's hit Enter one more time. I also have some homework help videos. Now, this is a page in my course. So this time we're going to add a link that gets them to that page. So I'm going to go Insert, Link. This one's a course link, so course link. From the menu over here on the right, it's going to be a page, and I want to choose the homework question videos page. Let's go ahead and click on that. So we've got our 3 links, but I want to change each of these into buttons. Now I'm going to clean up the wording here on office hours just a little bit. I'm going to click on it and I want to go to link options. I do not want all of this as the text. Instead, I'm just going to say office hours. Okay, replace. You can also change the wording after, but it's easier to change it here. Okay, so now we are ready for the magic. I'm going to turn each of these into links, but I need to get into the code to do this. You don't need to know any code whatsoever. I am going to click on this icon down here at the bottom. This gets me to my code editor. And it's a lot. There's a lot of information here. I'm going to assume that you're not familiar with HTML code at all, and we're going to copy all of the code here on the page. If you happen to be familiar with this, you can grab just those links. Okay, so let me go ahead and highlight all of this. I just clicked, held, and dragged. Now to copy, I'm going to do a Control C, or on a Mac you would do a Command C, and we're going to go over into ChatGPT. Now you can absolutely use your favorite AI tool, but I'm going to go ahead and use ChatGPT here, and I'm going to ask it just to change the links at the bottom. Can you change the links at the bottom of this page, code given, into 3 buttons? I want the background to match the colors from my course image. I'm going to upload that here in just a minute. You could also just tell it that you want like blues or greens or whatever with white letters in bold. I also want the buttons to be accessible with appropriate contrast. Now I'm also going to ask that these buttons are responsive, which means that they will spread out across a page if it's wide enough, or if you're on mobile, they'll be aligned vertically instead. Line these up horizontally to start, but have them be responsive so they adjust to a mobile app or smaller screen. Now, the more detail, the better. I'm going to give you this prompt, so you can just copy my prompt and adjust it from here. I want to add in my course image. So I'm going to click the plus button. I'm going to add a photo here, and it is in my downloads. It's this one right here. This is a great, easy way to get a color scheme going. You can also add like a photo of your textbook or something like that. Now to get that code in here, we had copied it, so I'm ready to do a Control V. On a Mac, it would be a Command V. So I'm going to do a Control V here. There's all of that code. Let's go ahead and send our prompt. Now it's going to take just a few minutes, and it might take you a few prompts to get exactly what you want here. So I've got my code here. Let's go ahead and copy and then paste it back into Canvas. I'm going to use my copy button here. You could also highlight all of this and copy it with a Control C. I'm going to click the copy button and then back over into Canvas. I'm still in my code editor, my HTML editor. If you happen to not have all of this highlighted, you want to go ahead and click, hold, and drag through all of the code to highlight it. I am going to delete it, and then I'm going to do a Control V or a Command V on your Mac. So Control V. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'm going to switch back to the Rich Content Editor. Notice how I didn't need to worry about any of the code at all. I'm going to toggle back using that, and let's go ahead and scroll down, and I've got my buttons right here. These letters are just regular letters. I'm highlighting them. It's really hard to tell. I want to make these bigger. Let's make these 18. I'm going to do the same with tutoring services, make these 18, and I'm going to do the same with homework question videos. I'm going to make these 18 as well. Now, I don't like the way that these are lined up. You could absolutely go back into ChatGPT and ask it to fix things, but I'm just going to call these, instead of homework question videos, I'm just going to call these homework videos. And then I'm going to make the font a little bit smaller so that things line up better. Okay, so how about 14? Oh, that looks great. Now you can use AI to continue to tweak these, or you could go ahead and change things on your own. But I'm going to go ahead and stop here and click Save. Sometimes AI will give you some really cool design features, like a shadow background on these buttons, but keep in mind that Canvas sanitizes the code, so it might take out some design elements like that. So let's see how these buttons look. Now, as I adjust the size of my screen, notice how they are responsive. If I make it small all the way, it will line them up vertically, which is great. You can also click on these to make sure they go exactly where you want your students to go. I've got the prompt that I used down below. There are so many other things that you can do with Canvas and AI. I've got another video for you here.